Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Hey everyone, welcome to Tim's Corner. I'm Tim, and in today's episode we're going to be building a wargaming table and diorama in one. If you're into things like this, feel free to like the video and subscribe to my channel for more like it. Thanks. So as corny as that intro was in the beginning with the tanks and the plywood, it is representative of my current conundrum in that I do enjoy wargaming, tabletop wargaming in particular, but I don't have a tabletop right now to play on. But I also like building dioramas. So I figured I'd join the two together and build a diorama that I can have a lot of different pictures taken on and set up a lot of neat scenes, but also have it be large enough where I can build armies and play my war games. In particular, this one that you saw the pictures of was a World War II based game called Bolt Action. You guys should check it out if you don't know about it already. It's pretty neat. Anyway, here's me building the foundation of the diorama war game table. I probably won't be talking a ton in this video because a lot of the techniques I use are ones that I've used in my other videos that you guys may have seen. But this is a little different than what I've done in the past, so I'll explain what I'm doing. I'm holding up the drill bits that I used to actually countersink this. I have a countersink, but I left it at my job site, so I figured this would work in lieu of that. All I'm doing is using a 1/8 drill bit to drill all the way through, and then this is a 1/2-inch drill bit that I used to drill not all the way through. Again, we're countersinking, we're not going all the way through. Countersinking is, if you're not aware, it's just so you can sink the screw head into the wood, so it's beneath the surface of the wood, and it gets you a really nice snug hold. So anyway, I did make a mistake. You'll see in a second what I did, and I'll explain how I remedied it. But again, all I'm doing is building the frame here for the base and just using glues and screws. So yeah, I'll be quiet until other stuff pops up. So here's where the error I mentioned earlier is. I screwed my first screw into the countersink, and what do I find on the other side but the screw head popping out on the other side of the board. The other side is going to be the surface where you're going to see all the scenery and everything. So of course I can't have screw heads popping out from beneath. So essentially, just to save you guys an extra step, I'll quickly explain how I remedied that. And all I did was just essentially re-drill the holes. Again, using the 1/8-inch bit, I did the pilot hole, and then using the 1/2-inch bit, I drilled the countersink. But with the 1/2-inch bit, what I did was I put a piece of masking tape on it to mark how deep to drill. That way I didn't drill too deep. Here are the rest of the pieces for the frame, and I just have that piece in the back there that my hand is resting on secured already, and I did that because I wanted to use it to know how long I needed to cut these side rails. And to finish off the frame, you can see I'm screwing in through the side of that bottom piece, and that's just so the frame can be joined together as essentially one piece. Ta-da! We now have a finished frame for the base, and now is the first time I'm flipping it over to the side that we will be putting the scenery on. So again, this is going to be a 4x3 board, and I'll just be using it kind of in a permanent way. I'll put some permanent scenery on there that I can use for, again, the diorama aspect of it, taking the pictures and whatnot, but also have it somewhat open so I can put more mobile scenery on, buildings, shrubs, things like that, that I can move around. So that's gonna be what I'm doing. And how I'm starting is with just a basic drawing of a road. This is a Y right now. There's gonna be some trees in between on a little rise, so that's gonna be definitely a permanent aspect. And a pretty neat visual area that I can do a lot of vignettes and things like that. To build the small knoll that will have the trees, I'm doing the tried and true method of using scrap paper or newspaper to build the mountains, tape them down, or not mountains, but the knolls, the little rise. Using those, taping them down, and then blanketing them in plaster cloth. That's the way I'll be doing it. That's how I've done it in a number of other projects and videos that you guys have probably seen, and that's what I'll be doing here. And thus begins the plaster cloth. Just getting a rough idea for measurement and how long to make my pieces. And once I make one, I don't really need to keep doing that just because I have an idea. You know, it's not an exact science, of course, so you know, there's no need to go nuts over perfection with this. Again, kind of going with it and feeling it out as you're putting it down, I think adds a little bit to the entire effect. So that's kind of how I do it, and I find it works well for my taste and what I'm looking to do. And as we finish up episode 1 here, I am in the process of ordering the material for the next aspect of the build. So I'm looking forward to getting those in the mail and bringing the next episode to you guys shortly. Thanks again for watching, and feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks.